what's going on, guys? PEEZY with the Go-To Gamers, and today I'm not going to be doing a Minecraft Pocket Edition video, but what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be discussing the Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer reveal trailer that came out yesterday. That thing is awesome. We say that every year, though. I know me and Spider were talking about that. We say that every year that the new Call of Duty looks so awesome, and then, you know, sometimes it's awesome, and sometimes you just get let down. So I'm hoping, you know, it looks way different now. I'm hoping that that it's going to stay different, that it's going to be fun, it's going to be a new experience. There's a lot of new stuff added, so let's go ahead and get right into it. The character customization, the way they were showing it, you know, changing the clothes, changing the, I think they showed the skin color, faces, all that kind of stuff. And also for the first time ever, girls will be able to choose a girl character. I'm hoping that character stays static among all the different game types or teams or whatever. So when you go on a team, that's your character, you know, that's always going to be your person. That'd be pretty cool. If it's like that. And the other thing is they added a new sniper scope in. I'm not sure if it's the default scope or if it's going to be an extra scope. They didn't quite say, but it's where you're able to, when you scope in, you can still see your mini map and you can kind of see your surroundings. It's not fully blocked off, which is awesome because, you know, sometimes when you're sniping, you're sitting there and you get immersed into that tunnel vision with that scope. And on your mini map, you could be missing something important going on. So that's pretty cool for that scope to be coming out. Vaulting and knee sliding, you know, when you're jumping over the walls, it just looks cooler when you put your hand down. Knee sliding, you could use that to slide behind, you know, cover, all that kind of stuff. Also, there's, you know, like kind of like a, I don't know how you'd call that. Like you could peek around walls, but it didn't look like it's, you know, like it's a stop thing. It looked very fluid. It's not like you have to run up to the wall and stop and then peek around the corner. No, it looked like they were doing it on the move. You just kind of run to a corner. You can like look to the side a little bit. It looked awesome. That's going to change the whole gaming. Destructible and dynamic environments. It's going to change. You know, it changes gameplay the whole way through the map. You know what they were explaining. I remember them talking about it maybe a few months ago or something like that when they did the regular reveal trailer. That when you're playing, you know, something hits, you know, like in the video. That's the link is in the description, by the way. Hits that canopy on the gas station, it falls over. Now you could use that as cover, where if someone doesn't blow it up, you don't have that cover. So, you know, the maps are always changing. I don't know to what part, you know, how far destructible the maps are, but when they showed in the video, you know, a kill streak came in and blew up the map, and it changed the look of it. So that'd be pretty awesome. Like I said, I don't know how destructible everything is, but that's gonna be definite game changer too. Especially they show like shooting off a bus and that kind of stuff, and you know, we're playing search and destroy. Maybe you could set up better routes, all that kind of stuff. I guess we'll see when we get more video of it. But yeah, the game types on the launch. I know Call of Duty is famous for adding game types in later, especially popular ones that people like or vote for. But these are the game types on launch: free for all, team deathmatch, search and destroy, domination, kill confirm, search and rescue, grind, blitzed, cranked, infected, hunted, and safeguard. Now they didn't talk about grind, blitz, infected, hunted, and safeguard, but they talked about search and rescue, which is you collect your teammates' dog tags to keep them in the game. So I guess when they die, you know, they drop their dog tag. If you get it, they come back. Or you collect the enemy's dog tags to put them on the bench. So they die, they're out. If you collect their dog tag, they can't come back in if a teammate gets their tag. Now I'm thinking of something like that as maybe like a round gameplay, you know, like kind of like search and destroy, best of first to get to 4 wins, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. They also talked about cranked, where you have to get a kill every 30 seconds, so you blow up, and every kill kind of like speeds up. Like you get running faster, you know, reload faster, swap weapons faster, that kind of stuff. That looked like a cool gameplay. It'll keep the pace of the game going too, because if everyone has to get a kill within 30 seconds, you know, no one wants to die. I don't know exactly how it would be set up. Grind and blitz, they didn't talk about. Infected, I'm pretty sure, you know, you could guess. Infected is like one person infected. Maybe you shoot, maybe you knife, and you try to infect the rest of the team. Hunted, I can guess, is one person. Everyone's, you know, maybe infected or something else. And maybe that the person that's being hunted is like a juggernaut, and they see how long they can last for. That sounds like a pretty good way. Safeguard, I'm not quite sure what that could be. I'm just stoked on the new Call of Duty coming out, guys. It's gonna be awesome. It looks like. I hope they, you know, not letting us down. It's supposed to be like a new engine, all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty stoked. If you haven't seen the trailer, the link will be in the description. Anyways, guys, I'm PEEZY with the Go-To Gamers. If you stuck with me this long, I really appreciate it if you leave a like and a comment. As always, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not following me on Twitter, link in the description, or twitter.com/callmepeezy. As always, guys, like I said, this has been PEEZY, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys.